Have you ever felt defeated by failure? You tried, gave it your all, but still fell short? You're not alone. Behind every great success story lies a tale of repeated failures, moments of rejection, doubt, and struggle. But here's the truth. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. As Thomas Edison once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." These words aren't just inspirational, they're transformational. They remind us that every fall is a lesson. Every setback is a setup for a greater comeback. Failure is not where your story ends. It's where resilience begins. Throughout history, the most remarkable minds, scientists like Albert Einstein, poets like Robert Frost, and philosophers like Confucius, embraced failure as a powerful teacher. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall, Confucius declared. So today, let's shift our perspective. Let's stop fearing failure and start respecting it. Because every stumble shapes you, every defeat defines you, and every fall moves you closer to your rise. This video will take you through how failure is success in progress, and why your greatest growth lies in your darkest hours. Number 1. Great achievements are built on great failures. Behind every celebrated success is a journey paved with rejection, doubt, and perseverance. Michael Jordan, now an icon in basketball, was once cut from his high school team. Instead of quitting, he trained harder. He said, "I've failed over and over again. That is why I succeed." J.K. Rowling faced 12 publisher rejections before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Albert Einstein, labeled mentally slow, revolutionized physics. These individuals didn't allow failure to define them. Instead, they used it as a foundation for greatness. Failure isn't a conclusion. It's a redirection, a comma in your story, not a full stop. Embracing failure is embracing growth. Each setback carries a lesson that propels you forward. When you honor your failures as stepping stones, success becomes not just possible, but inevitable. The world's greatest victories were born not in perfection, but in persistence. Remember, greatness often begins where failure once stood. Number 2. Failure strengthens your inner core. Failure does more than humble us. It hammers us into stronger, wiser, and more resilient beings. As Friedrich Nietzsche wrote, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." Every time we fail, we're presented with two choices: retreat or rise. In choosing the latter, we build character. Patience is forged when timelines fall apart. Humility grows when plans don't go our way. Grit is born when we choose to try again after disappointment. This inner transformation cannot be bought or taught. It must be lived. True strength is not measured by unbroken success, but by unwavering persistence. When life pushes you down, resilience pulls you back up. With each failure, you gain clarity, courage, and conviction. You no longer fear falling because you've learned how to rise. In this way, failure becomes the architect of your inner foundation, the quiet power that turns setbacks into your greatest strength. Number 3. Failure is the laboratory of innovation. Innovation thrives where comfort ends, and failure begins. When things don't go as planned, we're forced to think differently, try new paths, and challenge old assumptions. History's greatest inventors and thinkers, like Steve Jobs and Nikola Tesla, weren't just creative. They were courageous enough to fail and try again. Each misstep gave birth to brilliance. As William Ernest Henley wrote, "I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul." True innovation is born in that mindset, one that embraces risk, experiments boldly, and views failure not as defeat but as discovery. Each failure reveals what doesn't work, inching us closer to what does. It stretches our imagination and sharpens our skills. Without failure, there would be no reinvention, no breakthroughs, no masterpieces. Every bold idea once looked like a mistake. So don't fear failure, welcome it, because it's the first step to achieving something truly original. Number 4. Failure connects you with humanity. While success can sometimes create distance, failure brings us together. It humbles, grounds, and reminds us that we all bleed, stumble, and fall. Nelson Mandela profoundly said, Do not judge me by my success. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. In our moments of failure, we meet our most authentic selves and often our most genuine supporters. We discover who truly stands by us. Friends who encourage, mentors who guide, and family who believes in our dreams when we can't see them ourselves. Failure softens pride and deepens empathy. It fosters compassion not just for ourselves, but for others walking through similar storms. Through shared struggle, we build deeper human connections. These connections offer hope, belonging, and strength. In failure, we remember we're not alone, and that shared vulnerability creates the strongest bonds. When we rise not just for ourselves, but with others. Number 5, failure is the seed of self-discovery. Sometimes, failure is life's way of turning down the noise so we can finally hear ourselves. It strips away illusions, forcing us to ask, who am I, truly? What do I want? In our quietest moments of defeat, we uncover our deepest truths. As Rumi beautifully said, the wound is the place where the light enters you. Failure reveals not just what we're lacking, but what we're made of. It invites introspection, clarity, and course correction. Without the sting of failure, many never question the direction they're heading. But those who reflect grow. They develop stronger roots, bolder dreams, and unshakable purpose. What once seemed like the end becomes the beginning of something more aligned, more authentic. It's through failure that passion is reignited, paths are redirected, and inner peace is found. So, when life breaks you open, listen, because inside that silence lies the voice that can transform your entire life. In conclusion, the most extraordinary people are not those who've never failed. They are those who refuse to be defined by their failures. They saw failure not as a dead end, but as a detour, redirecting them to something greater. If you've failed recently, take heart. It means you're growing, learning, and evolving. Success is a journey, not a single moment. Every fall is part of the climb. As Winston Churchill said, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Let this truth echo within you. You are not your failure. You are your fight back. Each time you rise, you rewrite your story. And remember, failure will visit, but success will stay if you don't give up. Let every closed door make you knock louder. Let every rejection refine your resolve. Let every fall fuel your fire. Because at the end of the day, failure isn't the enemy of success. It's the womb in which success is born. So embrace it, learn from it, grow through it. Your progress is being written in the ink of failure. And that, dear friend, is how success is truly in progress. If this video moved you, uplifted you, or helped reshape your perspective, please like, comment, and subscribe to Motivational Hub. Your support fuels our mission to spread powerful, life-changing content. Let's grow together, rise through every fall, and turn our failures into stepping stones of greatness.